What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Endure, Believe, Rise. I hope this message reaches you in good energy. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health. So, we're doing another moment that gets me hyped. I just left the gym, and if you are on your way to the gym, if you're about to give a motivational speech, if you're about to have a hard day at work, or about to do anything where you need to get your energy, your chakra, or your spirit levels up, this message is for you. So, where today's moment that gets me hyped comes from a show on Netflix, a popular show that I'm sure you all heard of called Stranger Things. And it comes from the season finale or the final season anyway of Stranger Things. Now, of course, spoiler alert, right? Which is with a lot of these, going forward, if you haven't finished Stranger Things or if you're in the middle of it, you might want to stop here because this is definitely going to be part of it. Anyway, without further ado, the moment that gets me hyped. It comes from the episode where Max is getting ready to wake up out of the coma. She's on her way to the portal and she's about to get back to her body. And Lucas and Robin and Robin's loved one, her name escapes me at this time. They're all running with Max because she's still unconscious, trying to hide in the hospital as the demi dogs are trying to hunt them down to stop Max from waking up. Anyway, right? If you know the show, you know what I'm talking about. Well, Michael's mom, Karen, crazy name Karen, right? Anyway, Karen decides to help the kids out. She goes into the laundry room. She puts an oxygen tank inside of the dryer, and as the oxygen tank starts to rattle around, it distracts the demi dogs. The demi dogs run over to the dryer. They're looking at it because of course they're not, intelligent beings. They're just used for hunting, and they're distracted by it. And as it continues to go around, they stare at it until it heats up to the point where it blows up. As you guys know, what happens with oxygen tanks, they can explode. And it gives them enough time for Max to make it back to her body, wake up out of the coma. Mom's the hero. The part that I love, or one of the parts that gave me chills, was she was standing there like in awe of the fact that she was able to save them and gratitude that she was able to do it. But then when the rest of the team showed up, they said, yeah, we were about to be, eaten by the demi dogs till Karen, Miss Wheeler, right, came through and said, he said Miss Wheeler came through and did the laundry. I love that, right? Like, she did the laundry. She washed the clothes. She took out the dirty deeds, right? So that's the moment that gets me hyped. And one of the reasons that it is because it really is like in the grand story of it, it's kind of a small thing that turned out to be big, right? Because if she hadn't acted, if she hadn't done anything, Max wouldn't have woke up from the coma. They would have all been eaten and destroyed. But it wasn't something that was like so brave, like charging 100 people at one time, or standing up against a falling mountain. It wasn't something, but it was brave in a sense that she had to go and risk her life. She had to risk her safety to help out, her kids, friends. And it's something that the message that I kind of want to partake in. I'm kind of taking a long about road to say it, but you might think what you're doing is small, and you might think what you're doing is insignificant. And you might think that what you're doing doesn't have an effect or doesn't help anybody, but you have no idea exactly how powerful your small deed, that's small in your mind, could really help somebody out. Could be the last thing the last thing that kept them from going over the cliff, that kept them from breaking, that kept them from falling apart. So whatever you're doing, whatever your goals are, those small steps add up. I want you to know that those small steps add up. I want you to know that those small steps count. Half steps count, quarter steps count, because you're moving closer towards your goal. You do want to build momentum. You do want to do the proper process. You do want to take the proper steps, but don't be discouraged by small beginnings. The Bible says that don't be discouraged by small beginnings, and don't let anybody discourage you because of where you have to start. Everybody has to start somewhere. Some people start further ahead, some people start further behind, some people start with more stuff and less stuff, but start and keep going. And the days that you don't want to do a half day. And the days that you miss, don't worry about it. We can start again tomorrow, right? But don't be discouraged on the little things that you're doing. I could talk for hours about that, but that's the moment that gets me hyped. Hopefully it helps you guys out. If you're out there and you need some energy, need to get powered up, you need to get hyped up, to go ahead and tackle the day and go ahead and get your day started, go ahead and get your goals accomplished. This message is for you. All right, guys. I hope that you guys are. I hope you guys are in great health, right? I need you to take care of yourselves. Please be kind to each other. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.